guys, girls, and everyone in between. This is Rebellious Pastry here, and we've
The
got
ice elemental. Oh,
we've
hey.
we've got we've got a return guest on here. Someone decided they wanted a round three. I think
Huh.
I think it's round three at this point.
I'm pretty sure it is.
But yeah, the first time you've ever hopped on my show was when my computer broke.
I remember that.
But yeah, anyways, for the sake of this sheet, I'm gonna ask you to tell me what your name and pronouns are, even though I have a feeling that most people who regularly watch the show already know.
Alright. So yeah, I'm the ice elemental. I'm he/him. I'm a guy.
Lucky. Anyways, that I'm like lucky. Oh man. But yeah, anyways, um this and then the next question is, what is your social media so people can go ahead and subscribe to you if they want to? Like, send me your channel link. Explain to me in the batch, mostly the batch, like what you do on your channel.
Okay. So yeah, I only use my YouTube. I make animations. I used to do algorithm content on it for like marble races and stuff. But now I mainly focus on PowerPoint animation.
PowerPoint animation.
Yeah.
I've already made fun of you for this. Like, I don't know how many times.
A million times.
But yeah, both on and off the channel. But anyways, so yeah. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. But yeah, the last time you were on, it was a hobby interview about not the last time. Last time was audio games, but the last time you were on the hobby
Yeah.
interview show, it was for animation itself.
Yeah.
Where I was basically like, wow, my computer didn't work. Fuck. But yeah, anyways, Ice, do you want to make a community tab host for this stream or no? Or do you not want
Oh.
your fans to know
Um.
what's going on with it? Either way's fine.
I think I'm good for now.
But yeah, anyways, do you do anything else on your channel or no?
I do want to. I guess I'll share that story for 2024. But I know. Oh yeah, there are some stop motion animations on my channel. Only like I think there's only one, the Lego Fighting Tournament.
Ooh.
So yeah, I used to do stop motion animation, and I definitely want to continue doing that someday. Who knows? Maybe 2024 will bring us something.
2024, yeah. I'm looking forward to 2024.
Me too.
I'm probably going to go ahead and go back to doing more stuff for the channel. Since like yeah. So I'm hoping that my consistency of uploads can go ahead and resume back in 2024. I think yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go ask you. So what is your hobby for this episode?
My hobby for this episode is going to be about travel.
Traveling. You know,
Yeah,
there's so many different ways you can travel, right?
Yes, there are. Yes, there's a lot of ways we can travel. But like, I'm talking about just like general travel, whether it be across where I'm from or other different countries and stuff.
That's fair. But yeah, how long have you been doing this?
Since I was 4 years old.
4 years old? Where did you go when you were 4?
Florida.
Florida?
Yeah.
I think I went to Disney World for my 5th birthday.
Okay.
Which, I mean, and then before that I went to Jamaica.
Ooh, I've never been to Jamaica.
But I don't really remember what happened there. All I remember is I got sick with some type of like neurovirus. And
Oh,
yeah, it's not good. It wasn't good. But yeah, um, I have a ton of different funny stories about me puking chocolate milk when it comes to traveling, but it's not about me today. Oh my god.
dang.
You probably think I'm nuts.
Like, what are you doing when you're traveling?
When I was a little kid, all of the stress of traveling that got put on my body. And my mom would only let me have chocolate milk on vacation.
Hmm.
And when my body's just under stress due to like traveling, the heaviness of the chocolate milk wasn't good for it.
Oh,
And yeah. So does that make sense?
yeah.
Anyways, um so you've been traveling since you've been 4.
Yes. I was born on the road. I know that sounds weird, but like I've been traveling on the road for a long time.
Wait, I thought you literally were born in a car that
No.
rented it. Oh man. I'm just thinking about all the stories of like kids being born in ambulances because they couldn't. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my
Anyways.
god.
Oh man, you're probably gonna think very differently about me by the end of this show. I feel like I said that last time, and I feel like you don't feel any differently about me since
That's
last
because I
episode.
expect this. I'm fully prepared for these.
Oh man, you're fully prepared. Imagine if
Yes.
I just threw in like a random like question that was so not and then so not a part of the show. And also happy birthday, Aru. Um it's
Happy
Aru's
birthday.
birthday today. But yeah, feel free to ask any questions about traveling to Ice, and I'll get to them as soon as I get done with all of my preset questions. How did you find
Alright.
traveling? How did you find traveling?
Um, so I've like ever since when I was like what, like 4 or 5 years old, I always had an interest in geography, and I still do today.
Oh,
Like,
man.
like,
Imagine if we did an episode just solely on geography.
holy crap.
We could, but I feel like I'd be bored with it.
Uh,
But we could, since the show isn't about me. Even though it's my show. Continue.
so so besides geography, I've always loved or not always, but recently I've had picked up an interest in photography. So that's why I take more and more pictures as I travel.
I feel like we're gonna have a lot of these hobby interview show episodes in the future.
Yeah.
Just based off of what you're telling me right now. But yeah.
So
Um
let's see. Another. Oh yeah. Go.
Continue.
Okay. So somehow I'm also really good at directions.
You're really good
like
with directions?
like it took me a week to memorize my neighborhood.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Um, I'm I'm that person. I'm the exact opposite. And if you were to go ahead and tell me to go ahead and go back to my house from wherever I am at the moment, I would 80% of the time, I would just choose the wrong. I would choose the wrong, like direction almost 90% of the time.
Oh, take a ride at the 67th piece of pavement.
Yeah, when it was supposed to be a left. But yeah, just so you guys know, the title is wrong. With this, I thought I fixed the title, but apparently not. But yeah, this is a hobby interview show, not audio games. I'm an idiot, I know. But anyways, sorry, keep on. Let's see here. Um, why are you interested in it? Slash, why do you do it?
Um, the thing that interests me most about travel is that it feels like you're just going to a whole different world.
But everything's in the same world though.
That is true. But like, I don't know, just seeing someplace so different from like where I'm from, like it's just like so cool to me. That's kind of in part because I love world design and stuff like that.
That's fair. Like you like to design your own universes.
Yeah, world building.
That's cool. There we go. I fixed it. Anyways, so you like world building?
Hmm.
So you like to
Heavily in oh yeah.
so you like to visit different parts of the world so you can world build?
I mean, half the reason. Like, the reason why I like fell in love with world building and like making levels, or not levels, but like making like these different universes and worlds is in part because of New Super Mario Bros. DS, which has like 8 worlds with like completely different themes and stuff. And then I
Cool.
played Two Dots, and like, holy crap!
That's cool. Um, and then I know I already said this for a pre-stream, but like about how to answer this question, but like, so how much does it cost?
It varies
It
a
varies.
lot.
Um, since it varies so much, I'm gonna have you tell me like, all the different ways it varies for you.
Let's see. I guess the average the average like 14 to 19 hour drive takes, I think it was like a $100 $200 or something like that. But when we went to Disney World, that was like $7,000 to $8,000.
Wow. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
Disney World costs a ton.
it's a once in a lifetime thing.
Unless you live in Florida.
Unless, yeah.
I feel like it's like a twice in a lifetime thing, because if you go first when you don't even really remember it, it's not fair.
Yeah, that's exactly how it went for me, because I went to Disney World when I was 4 years old, and then last year I just went last year.
Wow. You went last year to Disney World?
Yeah.
How was it the second time round?
The second time, I could definitely see, like, I can remember like pieces of it from my first visit. Like, I remember walking down Main Street and seeing the tower in the distance, and also riding the Winnie the Pooh ride, which looked vastly different now that I'm like 19.
I do find it funny how you say that though.
How so?
I don't know. It's just because like I doubt that they repainted the ride since then, but still.
Yeah, like, even though it's the exact same ride, like, whoa, that's what that was.
Yeah. But let's see here. That was the answer for. And then, is it a one cost or is it something you keep on paying for?
I believe it's a one-time thing.
One time cost, so you pay for one trip and all the other ones are free.
Wait, what?
So wait, based off of your answer, that's what it makes it seem like. Once you buy one trip,
No, no. Each trip has its own cost depending on what we do. I don't know what you're on about.
go ahead and clarify.
uh,
But yeah, so yeah, me saying that, would you say it's something that um one keeps on paying for?
I mean, if we keep paying for it, yeah, probably.
And then this is gonna sound even sillier for this episode. Are you ready for this question?
Okay.
Um, do you make any money off of it?
Sadly, no.
And do you plan on to make money? Do you have plans to make money off of it?
Honestly, I want to.
So how would you make money off of it if you could?
I know I do have something in the works. I can't reveal it yet, but it does have to
Like
do
a
with travel.
project? So like a
Yeah,
project?
passion project.
But yeah, so is your plans to make money is to like make videos about the trips you go on? Is that
About the trips? No.
hmm. Or are you gonna make videos off of like pictures from your trips?
Um, actually, neither that. Basically, it's going to be like I guess these characters like doing things in each of these cities
Oh man.
or random locations.
I want you to go ahead and do one on New York because of how crazy New York is.
Oh heck yeah.
Like I feel like that episode would be one of the longest ones.
Yeah.
There's so much to do in New York.
I've never been to New York, surprisingly.
I have twice.
Did you see Times Square?
Yes, I think. I would have to dig into my memory bank, but probably.
Okay.
And then this question is going all right. I'm going to ask this question even though this is obviously not fit for this episode. I feel like this episode is going to be the most like wrecking of my questions ever. But like on average, how many hours a week do you typically spend on slash with it, which is not really applicable unless you somehow make it applicable.
How many hours a week? I don't even know.
um,
Usually we'll be out for an entire week.
yeah, I know. And then how easy would you say it is to have other hobbies?
Honestly, I just go with the flow. I think it's quite like I guess it's like medium difficulty if you were to put on a scale,
Yeah,
because
that's
like you gotta
fair.
balance them out.
I feel like it's like a way to go ahead and like take a break from your hobbies.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you want to take your computer with you and do all sorts of PowerPoint animations while on
I mean,
the
I'll take my
train.
laptop.
Yeah. It's surprising to me how easy it is to take um laptops places nowadays because like I used to have this huge ass bulky laptop that I couldn't
I
really
carry
take
my
anywhere.
laptop like all the time in my backpack,
Yeah.
and that makes my backpack like super heavy.
Oh wow. And then would you say it is a social hobby?
Sometimes,
Sometimes. Can you please explain?
like sometimes I won't have the time to meet people because like we're always on the move. That was me. That was with me in Disney World.
Oh man, Disney World is like no joke when it comes to like moving. I mean, you
Sure.
technically have time to meet people in line.
I mean, yeah, I do, and like people on the ride.
But wait, why? But how are you gonna meet people on the ride? How is it going?
Like I remember, like I remember, like sometimes I'll be with another another person on the same row, and we'll talk before the ride starts.
Out of everyone on my shows, I feel like I make fun of you the most during the show. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's totally fine.
Oh man. I believe I make fun of Dwayne the Rock Johnson a little bit more. No, I make fun of you more. How does it feel to be made fun of more than Dwayne the Rock Johnson on my shows?
I don't know.
But yeah. Anyways, um, oh man. Anyways, I got distracted as always. Um, and then, um, let's see here. This next one isn't going to apply, but how easy is it to work with others?
Um, I don't know. I always go with my family, or almost always. Sometimes I'll go by myself.
How is it like to go by yourself?
Oh, it's great. It's freaking euphoric.
What makes you say that?
Because the last time I
Wow. Los Angeles? I I don't. Wait, let's see here. Can you speak? I was messing around with mic settings.
oh hello.
All right. Can you please re-say that all stuff, just in case people
Um,
didn't get it?
yeah. So me and my dad we went to Los Angeles for 4 days. The second day we went to the BFDI X II meetup, Battle for Jim Island X Inanimate Insanity meetup, which was hosted by the Huang twins and Adam Katz.
Ooh.
Basically the
Object
two biggest
show
object
stuff.
shows. Yes, object shows.
My goodness gracious! Out of all
And
of
it was
my friends, I am the one who sticks out for not being an OSC fan.
oh
But it's chill.
still alright.
But yeah. Anyways, um, did you meet anyone from the object shows there? Like any of the voice actors or anything?
The entire crew was there.
Ooh, did you meet them
Plus,
all like in person?
well, I mean, they were on stage. They even did little voice impressions of their characters. Like we heard Eggy, we heard Naily, and also Nickel.
Oh wow.
We also had I don't know if you guys know Enko 6, but he made Brawl of the Objects. He also does really cool songs. He was there. It was freaking awesome.
That's nice. Um, but yeah, since we're doing a travel based episode, I get to ask you all about conventions. Um,
Ooh.
but yeah, overall, would you say it's a social hobby?
I guess.
And then how has traveling helped you? There's so
I
many
mean,
different
traveling, like,
directions. There's so many
yeah,
different directions you can go with this, and I'm saying go with them all.
yeah, I was gonna do that. So, traveling has it's inspired me to do like more of course more world building and such. I often look at like little details and like I often try to find like little details in each of the cities I go to, like whether it be big, whether it be small, like finding a random sign anywhere that I find cool, like kind of like a scavenger hunt.
Interesting. So you like to find weird signs.
I mean, I guess, or statues or buildings, famous buildings like landmarks. Like even where I live now, there's still so much like I could find.
How else has traveling helped you?
Um, it's shown me like the scale of how big everything is. Like I know the phrase "it's a small world after all," but my gosh, this
It's
world's huge.
oh man. I'm just out of spite. I'm gonna send you to the GIF of "It's a Small World."
I actually went on that ride in Disney World.
I went on the Disneyland version.
Ah, okay. I found it charming.
But yeah, there we go.
It's a small world after all.
Someone unironically said it, and then it's like, and then it was like, it's a small world after all. And then I sent the GIF. I don't know. I do not know what they thought of me at that point. And at that point, I didn't care what they thought.
Oh my gosh.
I think we were even talking about something serious, and then there's just me with like posting a random GIF of us. It's a small world after all.
Ah.
My goodness gracious. Anyways, um, how else has traveling helped you?
Let's see. I guess traveling helps me see more of my family members because they live in different states.
That's fair. What's your favorite
So it's
state
always
that?
like a treat.
What's your favorite state that you've traveled to?
My favorite state that I've traveled to. Um, oh, that's a hard decision, honestly. It's either Florida or Pennsylvania.
Florida. Oh yeah, right. Because of Disney. Oh yeah,
No,
right.
not because of Disney.
Why do you like Florida so much?
I don't know, just something about the vibe. You got palm trees, you got warm weather. It's half the time it's raining. It's freaking great.
Oh man.
You got beaches, you got clear water. I mean, here's the thing. Florida's got some weird weather. So like, you know the geography of Florida, right? So it's got water on three sides. So you got some wacky weather. Like sometimes it'll be like it's gonna be like 70 degrees outside, like nice and sunny. 5 minutes later, it's thunderstorming.
Okay.
like like if you're driving on I-75, you'll see like part of the sky is just dark while part of the sky is super bright.
But yeah. Sorry, I was messing around with audio settings, which shouldn't happen on a show, but I do because I just tinker with stuff.
Uh,
But yeah. Um I'm wondering why this update of Streamlabs don't want my mic. Wait, can people hear me? Hold on, I'm gonna go ahead and play about how to answer this question.
uh,
But yeah. Um I'm wondering why This update of Streamlabs don't want my mic.
Okay, nice.
I can hear myself. But anyways, how else has traveling helped you? Or
Ooh, okay, this is something I really want to mention. Like, I mean, traveling has helped me. Like, it's still within the topic of that. But like, while on the road, I grew an obsession over the interstates and like highways and such.
interesting.
Like I still like that to this date. Like finding patterns in the interstate system, finding these cool little things in I just find the interstate system so cool. Like, did you know that the highways going north to south, they're all odd numbers.
Interesting.
The ones going east to west are even.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's also they also ascend in order. So I-5 is in California. You'll see I-95 all the way out in New Jersey, I think.
Interesting.
The I-4 is in Florida, and then you got like I-80 all the way up in like Pennsylvania. So yeah.
Interesting. I think Colorado has I-75, if I remember. No.
I-75, that's in Florida.
Whoops.
Or actually, yeah, I-75 is in Florida.
Okay. Oh man. I'm just imagining, why would someone like to be in a state with a ton of gators?
I mean, I don't know. I rarely see gators, surprisingly.
Wow. Yeah, I'm just making fun of Florida at this point. No offense to people who live there.
Honestly, the animals I see most commonly are geckos.
Interesting.
Like lizards. They're everywhere.
But yeah, Geico would be happy. Ha ha ha. And then, so yeah, how else have traveling helped you, or did we exhaust that question?
I don't know. Oh yeah, so but you were asking between like Florida and Pennsylvania what's my favorite state to travel to?
Yep.
Let's see, Pennsylvania. I just like it. It's aesthetic because like you're like in the middle of the mountains. Like the entire state's mountainous, and I love the Appalachian Mountains so much.
Laughing in Colorado.
I remember flying over the Rocky Mountains. That was the first time I saw the Rockies.
I'm just laughing because it's like, yeah.
I mean, of course, you got the Rocky Mountains since you got like those super high peaks with like snow on top. Like the Appalachian Mountains are more like gigantic hills.
Nice.
Like they're super green, like full of trees. It's like super aesthetic. One of the cities. Oh, yeah,
Have you ever been to Hershey Land?
I've always wanted to go to Hershey Land. I know my mom has.
I have. And
How
I
was
would
it?
go back. And I would go back.
Ooh,
It's basically like a smaller, cheaper Disney, but with chocolate themed stuff.
okay.
Like you can actually stay in their hotel for like a reasonable price. And they
Yo,
have like
I heard.
they have like chocolate scented shampoo and stuff there too.
Yo, I heard that if you're in the city of Hershey, you can smell the freaking chocolate in the air.
I'm sure that gets old quick. You probably get nose blind. You probably get nose blind to chocolate at that point.
Maybe.
But yeah. Um why is it that my mind is still going, it's a small world after all?
I don't know.
um how else has it helped you, or did we exhaust the question?
Um, I think I've explained everything.
Does it help with your mental health?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's good. And then what
Like
is
I'll never turn down an opportunity to travel.
Yeah, that's good. Even if it's by a road trip.
Hmm.
Um and then what is the downsides?
Let's see. Downsides. I guess it just depends on, like, it depends on like who you travel with, I guess.
I've never heard anything more true.
Cause I know sometimes if you when you're like with your family, like sometimes if you gotta hear like children whining and stuff, like that can get annoying.
Yeah. And then how about that person who is just in imagine if like you're just like in the car with somebody and they're like, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we
Area.
there yet? Are we there yet?"
Yeah. I am so glad I always have my headphones with me.
Yeah. Imagine having to hear that.
Oh
Are we
God,
there
no.
yet? Yeah. Um are we there yet? Oh man. Goodness gracious. Um Oh man, road trips are very interesting. Um, but yeah. What are the other downsides?
I don't really know any other downsides.
The cost?
I guess. Oh, yeah, the cost for sure. It's expensive, so you won't be able to go like places often.
Unless you go everywhere by car.
Yeah, sometimes or most of the time we'll travel by car. Only like once or twice we'll do flights.
Oh man. What other downsides are there in your opinion?
Um, I guess having time to do everything.
That's so true.
Like I know, like if you're going on a schedule, you're not gonna have time to do everything.
So yeah, you have to go to like multiple different places multiple different times.
Multiple different times, yeah. Which is why I want to go back to Los Angeles one day.
What would you do the second time?
The second go around, I would really love to see. I know I have some stuff. Paramount Studios. I'd love to see the Museum of Neon Art,
Nice.
as well as the Queen Mary and the Grove. Yeah.
What other downsides are there?
I can't really think of other downsides.
Travel time?
Travel time, I guess. Like, what do you mean by that?
Like how long it takes to go places.
Oh, how long it takes? I don't really care.
That's fair.
I don't. I don't care if it's 1 hour, 2 hours, 24 hours. I don't care.
But yeah, oh man, I'm so not a big fan of long flights.
I've been on 19-hour drives before.
Oh man. But yeah. Is that 19 hours including the stops or no?
Including stops, it'd be more like 20.
Oh. How many stops did you make during that drive?
We made only one stop really. I mean, if we're not counting gas, we only made one major stop in Memphis. So well, we
Oh.
could stay in the little hotel and visit the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid.
The Bass Pro Shop pyramid?
Yes, the seventh biggest pyramid in the world. I am not capping. If you go across the Arkansas Bridge into Tennessee, you'll see it.
Oh man, you're starting to sound like the type of guy that would go forgot what state it's in, just to see the biggest ball of twine.
Biggest bottle of wine? Where is that?
Not bottle of wine. I said a ball of twine.
Oh, my bad.
You make me want to look at where the biggest bottle of wine is.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's what swine is. I've never even heard of that word. I didn't know. I thought twine was like another word for tweening, like animation tweening.
Thin string.
Yeah.
Oh man. I was about to say, Ice, why would you think I would mention where the biggest bottle of wine is on air?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
I'm gonna look it up because of you.
Oh my god.
You better be happy.
I'm enjoying this.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh man. I feel like every good talk show host should make fun of their guest.
Yeah.
But yeah, but only in like a mutual kind of way.
Yeah.
Did I ask you if you wait? Did I ask you if you would recommend it to others yet?
Oh, you haven't asked me.
Okay. Okay, so here's the question that is basically the reason why I do this show, which is, would you recommend this to others?
Honestly, absolutely.
Wait, can people hear me? Hold.
Like
Yeah.
like every now and then you literally gotta like no cap,
Okay.
get out of the house and touch
Okay,
some
so
grass.
Yeah. And now that's it for the preset questions, and now you basically get the questions that come to mind after I figure out. All right, so apparently the biggest bottle of wine is in Switzerland.
Switzerland?
Yep. Which
Oh my
is
god.
13 feet tall. Oh no, 13 feet and 8.17 inches tall. And it is about 3 feet in diameter. And it is filled with 3,094 liters. Liters of wine. And it was achieved by Andre Vogel as measured in Switzerland on the 20th of October.
Wow.
So yeah, we could go visit the biggest bottle of wine if you wanted.
I mean, I want to go to Switzerland, but not for that.
Oh my god. I feel like that would be a very expensive bottle of wine.
For sure.
But yeah, just so you know, there is no. Alright, just to make things clear, there is no consumption of alcoholic beverages on this show. So
Yeah.
no, I'm not gonna chug the biggest bottle of wine on air.
What that even be possible?
I would literally die of alcohol poisoning. After like, I don't even know. But yeah, but yeah, please don't chug wine. Anyways.
I wouldn't.
No, I'm just saying to anyone who watches this show, do not
Yeah.
chug wine. Anyways, that is it for the preset questions. And now I'm gonna ask random questions, and please feel free to ask our friend Ice to go ahead and ask him questions as well. So
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely open questions.
of course you are, because what would this show be if you weren't open to questions?
Oh no.
It's the audio games.
Oh yeah, audio game. I was
But
going to say audio games, but like,
but yeah, anyways, so how many different places have you been?
um, what do you mean by places?
Like, I'm talking about like states in different countries.
Oh, okay. I think I've been to 17 states and one country if you don't count the United States.
Which country did you go to?
I went to the United Kingdom.
Ooh, same.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a Scotland England trip I took over the summer of 2019 because I was in a school club called the Explorers Club.
Nice. How much?
Basically, they do these
How much did it cost you to
probably
go
like a
there?
couple thousand.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. It was a 9-day trip. Yeah, 9-day trip through Scotland and England.
Ooh, 9 days.
Hmm.
Did
And it
it?
was the first time I've been on an airplane in like years.
Oh wow. Yeah. Oh, the UK is so fun. Yeah. Um. I will have to go ahead and make a video about that trip, but not everything that happened on the trip can be in the video
Yeah,
because
of
of the
course.
channel's rules. But that's just how it is. But yeah, my but yeah, can you believe the biggest bottle of wine is in Switzerland?
If I'm gonna be real with you here, I thought it was in freaking Nebraska. Either that or North Dakota.
Was it because you misheard wine for wine?
I misheard.
I'm gonna give you crap for that for a long time.
Oh my god. You now have two running gags.
I swear, I have a lot of running gags with people. But yeah, like tearing sauce in half. But yeah. Anyways, um, um, but yeah, where else did you go?
Um, let's
As
see. I
far as
already
states
mentioned
go.
Scotland. Oh, states.
Yep.
Okay, I've been to many U.S. cities. I'll only list a few for the sake of this video.
No,
Um,
I'm asking for states.
oh, states. So, basically, my range of travel so far ranges from like Central Texas to like Philadelphia.
Oh, so you haven't been to the West yet.
Um, I have been to Vegas and Los Angeles. Those are like the only Western city I've been to.
Oh man, we need to get you to the wild, wild West one of
Like,
these
like,
days.
yeah, I need to head into like the Inner Midwest and the Rocky Mountains. Like, I need to explore that area and the freaking desert too.
Why would you want to be in the desert?
The Grand Canyon.
I've been there.
I
It was
I, I
during
gotta see the Grand Canyon.
it was during 2020.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, it was like a road trip. But yeah, um, um, what's your favorite? Wait, yeah, I already asked you what your favorite place has
Yeah.
been. Um, um, But yeah. So, what is your least favorite place you've been?
My least favorite place I've been. That's an interesting question. Because I don't know, I've never really disliked a place that I've been to. I mean, I guess it's places that I've driven to because I've never really been to. Like, I never really got the chance to really see much. In that case, it would be Mississippi, since we literally just drive through it. That's it.
I've been in Mississippi multiple times because I have
Hmm.
family down there.
Okay.
Um, I I would say like I have to obviously stay in the closet when I go there, but
Uh.
other than that, if you're into like eating like a deep fat deep deep fat fried catfish, I think.
That sounds good.
But yeah, and also if you want to find out why Mississippi has such an obesity problem, it is I'm just saying this for facts, but it's because of how bad their water tastes.
Oh dang.
Like, oh man, there's been times where I was like drinking Sprite like water when I was over there,
Oh my god.
which for the record is not healthy. It's not healthy,
Yeah.
but um. But yeah, pretty much the only time I've really been in Mississippi is to like visit family.
Okay. Some of the states that I've been to, I kind of just drive through them, but at least I get to see something in each state. Like whether it be the skyline of a city, like that'll always make me remember that state for that thing.
Yeah.
Like even neighboring Alabama, I drove through I-10 and saw the skyline of Mobile. Like, holy crap!
Um, is
Then
it
you go under the river, like through a tunnel, and like it's so cool.
is it weird to be in big cities for you or no?
Honestly, not really.
Like I definitely like it definitely feels weird for me to go ahead and like look up and like and have like the buildings look like they're swaying.
Um,
But yeah, that's
Like
just
I remember biking through downtown and like taking photos of these like really tall skyscrapers. Like I found it like really cool.
so. I have a question for you, or I have multiple, but this question is: have you ever been to your state's tourist attractions or no?
My state's tourist attractions? That's
And
honestly
also, what is if you feel comfortable sharing with us, what state are you from?
let's see, I live in Texas right now. So, I used to live in Ohio. That's where I used to live for quite a while.
All right.
But I guess
I'm
in
gonna
terms of
make
my
you.
states, oh,
I'm gonna make you because I am that person. I'm gonna make you answer these questions for both states.
ooh, okay.
If you remember enough of Ohio, that is.
I remember a lot of Ohio.
You do?
I think I 100% in Ohio.
Oh man. There's so many. All right. Ohio is like the epicenter of so many memes right now.
Exactly, and I hate it.
I feel like everyone in Ohio does.
Unless you're Scott the Wise, then you can make it funny.
Yeah. Um, but yeah. While I go ahead and turn on a light, why don't you go ahead and tell us what the tourist attractions are of Ohio, or tell the batch because I'm gonna be
Okay.
turning on a light.
All right. So, I guess for the most part, Ohio's a very natural state. Like, if you're into natural stuff, please visit the Cuyahoga Valley National Park. It's like the region I grew up in. It's so beautiful. there's also Cleveland. You have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Um, there's also the Cleveland Aquarium. That's also pretty cool. Take a look at Lake Erie. Like it's like even during the winter, you can just see it freeze over. It's like so cool. Um, what else? What else is there? I know in Toledo there's the Toledo Zoo. I remember going there with my grandparents.
What makes Toledo different than any other zoo? I'm back.
I don't really know. It's another zoo, but I guess I just like zoos.
I guess you would want to see the Denver Zoo then.
The Denver Zoo. Ooh.
But yeah.
Let's see. I know there's some other stuff. Canton. Canton has the rock and roll, or not the rock and roll. The Football Hall of Fame. So if you're into football, then check that out. Let's see. Akron is the birthplace of LeBron James.
Wow.
It's also known as the city of rubber, since a lot of rubber is produced there.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's the general area where I come from. Like Northeast Ohio is just like so freaking cool. It's a very historical city.
That's good.
It's also where the infamous Rolling Acres Mall was.
How big is this mall?
It's like an average sized mall. It's like one of the most notorious malls for being like it's an abandoned. It's like it was it. Whoa, hold on, let me slow down. It was an abandoned mall. It's now an Amazon warehouse.
Interesting.
But yeah, it was a it's pretty. It was a really like average like ideal '80s mall. But then over the course of the 2000s and 2010s, it got grim, like real grim. I'm not gonna go into the details, but like, yeah.
And then um, how about Texas?
You're so like Texas has a lot. You're not gonna be able to see everything in.
Are you guys the biggest state of the United States?
No, Alaska is.
What?
Alaska's slightly bigger,
Yeah.
but everything's bigger in Texas.
Y'all literally love the shape of your state so much that we could literally buy a frying pan.
They're in Houston. There is a lazy river in the shape of in the shape of Texas.
Yeah, the Texas frying pan.
Yes, Texas frying pan. I believe that. So yeah, there's a hotel in downtown Houston that has a lazy river in the shape of Houston, or not Houston, but Texas.
But yeah.
You will see it like every like 1 mile. You'll see the shape of it everywhere.
But yeah. What's your favorite thing about Texas?
I guess my favorite thing about Texas is just how much there is. Like, like there's not like a single moment where you'll like where you'll see the same thing. Like you'll always spot something new every time you just go outside.
Um, Something that's kind of funny is um, like a few weeks ago, I got a lot of Texan cowboys visiting our state for which I'm in Colorado for hunting season.
Hunting season.
Hunting season.
I know in Houston they host the rodeo like every year.
What's your thoughts
Basically,
on
it's
the
this big
rodeo?
event. Hmm?
I know what a rodeo is, but wait, some people might not know from the donut batch what a rodeo is.
Okay.
So continue.
So the rodeo, it's an annual event held like around it's in Houston, or actually it's out in various southern states. I think Oklahoma also does the rodeo, but basically there's like a
I think Colorado also has. Um, Colorado also has a rodeo.
okay. So yeah, it's basically like this whole event. There's like a carnival that shows up. There's a livestock show. I think there's also like people ride on bulls. It's like traditional cowboy stuff. It's like super cool.
Nice. So, this is just kind of a joke, but how closely do you identify with being a cowboy?
I have no idea.
Would you consider yourself a cowboy?
Probably not, considering I live like not in the rural areas.
Oh man. But yeah, I just had to ask that as a joke. But yeah, out of all the states, which state do you want to go ahead and visit next?
Next on my list is probably New York.
New York, yeah. Just just please be careful, like overstimulation in New York.
Well, I've seen Universal City.
Uh, wait, is that bigger or smaller than New York?
No, Universal City is much, much smaller. However, there's like neon signs everywhere, and I just find that stuff like so freaking awesome.
I swear, I would probably cry if I were to go to New York again, especially alone. There's
Like
just so
when it
much
comes to
going
like
on.
uh
And also, I am bad at directions. But yeah, I'm definitely not the type to travel alone. Would you travel alone? Or no?
maybe. I mean, honestly, I kind of want to,
You might as well. But
because
yeah,
yeah, I
think
know my
you'll
parents.
be
Oh yeah, go.
think you'll be the type of person to live in an RV one day?
An RV.
Just driving like different places. I mean, like you could go ahead and like literally like see the entire world if you were to go ahead and just stay different places with an RV.
That'd be kind of sick, though.
But yeah,
Yeah,
that's the only context I would in which I'd ask if someone would live in an RV because I'm not that person that would judge someone on such a thing. But yeah, um, is there any state that you wouldn't want to visit?
um, North Dakota,
Why not?
because I've heard there's just nothing to do there.
Fair.
But at the same time, I made a mission to travel to all 50 states. So regardless, I'd definitely still want to visit like all 50 states, even if there's nothing to do in freaking North Dakota.
So would you just like drive through it or something?
I'd probably check out Fargo and Bismarck, the only two cities there.
Yeah. Um. Oh man. Where out of places in the world do you want to visit?
My number one is Tokyo.
Oh yeah. I also want to go to Japan, but it's gonna be like such a busy time.
Yeah.
But yeah. I want to go to Japan. Um.
Yeah, Japan. Like, I know someone who's from Japan, and he told me that like all the depictions of like Japan and Tokyo and like Kyoto in anime is all accurate.
That's good.
Yeah.
But yeah. Um. But yeah. Japan is definitely on my trip or on my list. Um. But another place that is also on my list is Germany.
Ooh, which city in Germany?
Just Germany in general because I'm like about half German.
Okay.
People have made jokes about it before, but my friends.
Uh
Ha ha. But yeah. Um. So yeah.
But yeah,
So you want to go to Japan? Where else do you want to go?
let's see. I guess another city on my to-do list is Dubai.
Hmm. Wait, is that in the Middle East?
Yeah, it's in the United Arab Emirates.
Ooh, that's good. I honestly cannot move. I honestly cannot travel to any Arab countries due to safety.
Oh, yeah.
Um, I don't want to get into that though. I'd be
Yeah.
okay in Israel, which we're not gonna start that whole thing on air,
Yeah.
but yeah, the only place I'd be safe in would be Israel.
Israel, okay.
I wouldn't be safe in Israel right now, but I would be safe
Fair
in
enough.
Israel.
Yeah.
Um, any other time. But yeah. Um, yeah, I'm honestly not gonna visit the Middle East for my own personal safety.
Yeah. I did see a video of someone who traveled to every single country, like all 197 of them.
Interesting.
Well, 196, but yeah.
But yeah, I I think Ireland would be cool.
Ooh, Ireland.
But
I
yeah,
know there was supposed to be like a trip I was supposed to go on in 2021, but like we didn't have enough like money to go, sadly.
that's understandable. Money is always a big hurdle. But yeah, do you prefer planes or car trip? Plane trips or car trips?
I don't really know. I can't really say I prefer either one because I enjoy both methods of travel.
For me, I honestly prefer planes over cars just because we can go like places quicker.
Mhm.
But then again, you have to deal with TSA.
PSA.
Want to know something funny that happened to me once? So I had
But
a to go apples to apples game, and there was practically a brick of cards that I forgot in
oh
my backpack, and then security took my backpack. I got so scared because I forgot I had that like brick of apples to apples in there. They pulled out the brick of cards, and then they're like, you're good. Also, want to know? Also, in the UK, I got caught with like a lot of like. Have you ever seen those like electrolyte packets?
electrolyte packets. No.
So like Gatorade packets, liquid
Oh.
IV, just like packets of electrolyte beverage.
Uh.
I got pulled over for that in the UK because electrolytes are good for you.
I do
Um,
love electrolytes.
but yeah, um, what else? I could. Oh man, I could go ahead and tell you guys all the things that TSA have mistakenly pulled me over for. Oh man, this is. Do you want to hear a story about how me and my mom was trying to figure out if yogurt was a liquid or a solid? We literally asked the TSA officer if yogurt was a liquid or a solid.
oh my god. If it flows, it's a liquid.
Mom thought it would be considered a solid, and I thought it would be considered a liquid.
I mean, it flows, does it not?
I mean, some of it does.
What do you mean by some of it? Is your yogurt bad?
No, it's just like some of it is thicker than others. Like
Hmm.
I'm thinking about like that I'm thinking of that like Greek yogurt.
Oh, the Greek yogurt. Okay, so it's liquid, but it's just very viscous.
Yep. But yeah, I had a feeling that yogurt was gonna be a solid, not a liquid, and it is.
Yeah.
And then yeah, oh man, I have so many stories about CSA, man, and I'm not even trying to do anything bad. It's just interesting, all the stuff that can happen in CSA. My mom once got pulled over for a protein bar. My dad once got pulled over for a bag of jelly beans, a huge bag of jelly beans. After we visited the Jelly Belly factory, I think that's also in Pennsylvania.
Jelly Belly has freaking scarred me.
Oh, wait, seriously?
Yes, because the first time I ever had them was the Bean Boozled packs.
Oh my god. Why would you do such a thing?
My parents did it, not me. They just had me try them,
Oh
and
my
I think I got
god.
like the worst one, like canned dog food or something like that.
Oh wow. But yeah, oh man. But yeah, where's your favorite place you've ever been? Like, other than Disney World. Like, what's your favorite place you've visited?
My favorite place I've ever visited, honestly, it's probably Los Angeles.
What in what in Los Angeles did you?
Everything, honestly, like from the highways, the downtown, like you can see the beach, you can see the mountains, like the what's it, the Pacific Range, like going through Hollywood, like oh my gosh, it was just so freaking cool.
That's good. Do you prefer the mountains or the beach? If you had to choose
Honestly,
only one.
if I had to choose one, I guess mountains.
Same here. I'm not a big fan of the humidity of the beach.
Oh, I'm from a very humid area.
Oh man, I would not like it.
It gets like unbearable in the summer.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Like I
I could not.
regret biking outside in the middle of freaking August.
I could not. I could not. I could not. Sensory
Yeah,
issues.
yeah. You gotta be careful, like, cause the weather can see up to over 100 degrees.
Yeah, my sensory issues wouldn't do well. But yeah, did you know I had heat sensory issues?
No.
I think I've told most people. I've told the channel most definitely. Um
Yeah. So if you're ever gonna visit like Southeast Texas in the like in the fall or like in the fall, that's like the best time to visit. Either the fall or the spring,
okay, that's
or
fair.
heck even the winter.
Um yeah. Um uh um what's your favorite thing about car trips?
My favorite thing about car trips is just I guess just relaxing and getting to see all the sights fly by.
What's your least favorite part about car trips?
Having to deal with children.
Children?
Yes.
Um what is it because your siblings are younger than you?
My yeah, I have I'm the oldest in my family, and my siblings are a little younger, and sometimes they'll just sometimes they'll either whine or something like that.
They what? They'll
So I just
what?
put on my headphones. Sometimes they'll just whine or something like that.
Oh man. Like can we pull over? Can we pull over? Yeah.
Like pulling over for a bathroom break or something like that.
Yeah. Has that happened?
I think it's like a 75% chance it'll happen regardless.
Oh man, I am that person sometimes. but you know. Um, but yeah. Have you ever traveled by bus anywhere?
By bus, yes.
What's your thoughts on buses?
I honestly really like bus travel.
Why?
Like, I don't know. I guess it's just the vibe. I think that's my answer for everything. The vibe.
Oh man. What is
Because
it
like I
about the
remember,
bus vibe? What is it about the bus vibe?
like I don't know. I guess that I remember the time we took a tour bus from Edinburgh all the way to York. It was a 5 hour drive on a tour bus, and then I don't know. I kind of just relaxed and just looked at all the green hills go by.
But yeah, I'm guessing you like being the passenger better than the driver.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
also, I also that's why sometimes that's why sometimes I miss riding the school bus, but sometimes I don't.
yeah. I never took the school bus. Have you ever took a train?
Ooh, that's a good question. Hmm. I don't think I've actually ever taken like a formal train anywhere, but like I know I have taken the subway.
Ooh. Do you like the subway or no?
I like the subway. Like the London Underground, like it reminds me of Super Bell Subway from Mario Kart,
Oh
and
yeah,
I just kept hearing that theme.
oh man, when I was in London, I had to have like my my parents go ahead and like help me out with everything because it was just a lot.
Uh,
Like like the night I went to London, I literally had to go to the room because of an overstimulation breakdown,
oh,
and it just wasn't good. Have you
ah,
ever had
dang.
it? Have you ever had any overstimulation issues while traveling?
Um, not really. I mean, I guess when it comes to like having little children yell around, like that probably would trigger my overstim, but like anything else, not really.
Do you have any tips on how to deal with overstimulation while traveling?
Bring a pair of headphones.
That's what I hear from everybody. So, yes.
Yeah.
So, are you saying like music headphones or like noise canceling headphones or both?
Headphones. Music headphones always cool me off.
That's good. I have a pair of each, so you know.
Nice.
If I ever were to go to a convention again, I'd probably have like the noise headphones.
Yeah. I haven't been to a convention in a long time.
Me neither.
I think the last time I went to a convention was when I went to visit uh robotics, like a robotics tournament.
But yeah.
Anytime before that, it was like an indoor carnivore like car showcase in Cleveland.
Um but yeah, Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, Cleveland, Ohio.
Do you like Ohio or do you like Texas better?
That's something I'm still trying to ask myself because both of them have just shown me like, holy crap, these places are like they mean so much to me.
Nice. But yeah, I'm honestly gonna stay in Colorado for as long as I can.
Okay.
But yeah, what other um until I think of more questions. If you were me, what kind of questions would you ask yourself?
Um, let's see. What kind of questions would I ask myself? That that's also an interesting question. Like, I guess maybe like what I've like done in each trip or something like that.
Yeah.
So, because like I really wanted to get into like some of the stuff that I've been doing in like the cities and stuff.
Yeah, I wanted you to get into that too. I just didn't know
Yeah,
when
yeah,
would be a good place.
I've been burning to talk about this.
Yeah, you should have told me. You should have told me that you were burning to talk about something.
Uh,
So we didn't
so
go until the end of the show. Yeah,
yeah,
continue.
so the first city I'm going to talk about is Pittsburgh. It's in Pennsylvania, and we'd often go there back when I used to live in Ohio because since it was only like a 2 or 3 hour drive. And the trip from like my home to Pittsburgh, you just go through the Appalachian Mountains, and then once you go into Pennsylvania, like just before you reach Pittsburgh, you're surrounded in the Allegheny Mountains, which is like an off branch of the Appalachians. If you're going on like I-376, and you can't even see anything, it's just green hills and such. But once you go under the tunnel, the entire city just explodes into view. Like holy freaking crap! Once you go under the once you go onto the other side of the tunnel, what a view!
But yeah,
Like yeah,
so you liked Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh is another one of my favorite cities. Like for like nostalgia purposes. Let's see. Sometimes I know the one place we visited. It's called Frick Park.
Why why is it called that?
It's probably named after some guy who has the last name of Frick.
I feel bad for him.
But yeah, it's where me and my cousin took a picture of us looking at like the highway below on top of a mountain. It was really cool.
But yeah, where else have you been?
Um, let's see. What's another city I have stories about? Um, let's see. I'll do another Pennsylvania city, or not another Pittsburgh. Another, yeah, another Pennsylvania city. I'll do. I'll pair these two: Reading and Philadelphia, since we went to those two cities on the same trip.
I've been to Philadelphia.
I thought Philadelphia was cool when we went. We went to downtown. We went to Love Park, which is in the downtown.
Did you go to like I forgot what it's called, but like Amish land or whatever?
I think so.
But yeah.
So yeah, we kind of just chilled in the downtown Philadelphia area. Like once again, really aesthetic, seeing all these like high-rise buildings. There's even this area where it's like a giant where there's these giant board game pieces.
Ooh.
That's what it's called. Thomas Paine Plaza. It's right next to Love Park.
I feel like in Pennsylvania there's a lot of like history
Oh yeah,
behind.
Pennsylvania is super historic city.
Yeah.
We got to see the Liberty Bell.
I've also seen it.
Yeah,
A lot of my family is down there.
that's cool.
My grandma from my mom's side lived over there before she passed, which was a year ago.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. Continue.
So so we didn't stay in Philadelphia for most of the time. We stayed in Reading, which is about an hour northwest of Philadelphia. Reading is a much smaller city, but there's this Japanese pagoda that sits like on top of a mountain and it overlooks the city.
Ooh.
On the last day we were there, we drove up to the pagoda and we could see the entire city. It was so freaking cool.
Um, what other cities have you been to?
Let's see. We got I already talked about Memphis. Um, I'll talk about I guess I'll talk about Houston and Galveston since like I know those from recent memory. So Houston is the fourth biggest city in the United States. Probably soon to be the third, surpassing Chicago.
What makes you guys surpass Chicago?
Population. People are moving. People are moving here. Texas is one of the fastest growing states.
Wait, I thought people were leaving Texas.
I mean, I don't know. People leave everywhere
Yeah.
to go to. Yeah. But yeah, I really like Houston. It was the first like truly big city I've ever been to. Cause like I remember when we first moved here, like we took I-45 and we can see the entire skyline. Like holy crap, the skyline's ginormous.
That's good.
And then one day while I'm at my university, I took a bike ride through Houston, like going through Herman Park, the medical center, and downtown. And I took lots of photos.
Lots of photos. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. You got the medical center, which is like the biggest I'm pretty sure it's the biggest medical center in the world.
Really?
Yeah, and it looks like its own like freaking little mini city.
Interesting.
It's like
Do
you got
you
the metro running through it. You got all these hospital buildings. Like it looks futuristic.
do you prefer cities or small towns more?
I vastly prefer cities.
Why?
I can't live in the middle of nowhere.
Why?
I don't know. I need people to talk to. I mean, like every once in a while, like I'll go to somewhere and like somewhere rural, but like yeah.
But yeah. What makes big cities better than like a small or like small towns?
I just feel like there's endless things to do in the city. I've spent my time in Texas for like over like I think it's like 7 years now. I still haven't seen everything.
Wow. Do you feel like you want to see everything in Texas or no? Because I feel like
For
people
sure,
tend to
honestly.
underestimate how cool their own state is and just want to travel to other ones. Do you feel like that happens a lot?
Honestly, like absolutely.
It seems like the grass is greener on the other side of the fence to people.
Yeah, I guess other people. Yeah, I can see that.
Like, Colorado is known for mountains and not channel appropriate substances.
But y'all got Grand Junction and Colorado Springs. Like those places I want to visit.
Which I don't think I'll ever want to be in Colorado Springs for too long because I know this happened like a year ago, but Club Q happened.
Hmm.
Club Q happened there.
I don't know what that is, but I'll just
Club
assume it's
Q
crazy.
Club Q was a LGBTQ plus bar that got shot up.
All right, that was that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, would you ever want to visit downtown Denver?
Yes.
I'm just gonna warn you that there's homeless people issues down there.
Oh, we have
But
those
then
here.
again,
We have those here.
yeah. Yeah. I'm just not big on cities, to be brutally honest.
They're not for everybody.
Yeah. I I feel like I feel like I was always meant to be a townsman. I don't know how to explain it.
I've always lived in like in a suburb outside of the big city. That's like what I've always been lived in.
I used to live in a suburb, and now every time I go back to that suburb, it's like, like it's just insane with all the inflation and just everything that's going on there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't
Like
like
this,
it.
like yeah, like this. I mean, the suburb where I'm from, like I'm not gonna say where it is, but like
Of
I
course.
feel like I've won. I feel like I've 100%ed the place.
Wow.
Like I've done every single thing. I visited every interesting place. I visited every park. I biked everywhere, all its trails. Yeah, I think I did everything.
Wow. But yeah, think you'd ever want to move from Texas?
Maybe it just depends on what my occupation is.
That's fair. I already know what
Like I'm
mine's gonna be, but I'm not gonna say it on air
okay.
for safety reasons. But yeah, if people already know, then that's on them. But yeah. Anyways, continue.
Um. So yeah.
So
So
what other cities have you visited?
let's see. I already talked about Houston. There is nearby Galveston. You know Galveston?
Where is that?
Galveston is an hour southeast of Houston.
No. The only time I've
Okay,
been to
so
Texas was to go ahead and um was to switch planes.
okay, so like a layover.
Yep.
Okay,
Houston and
so
Dallas are like big layover cities to go to Mississippi.
okay, so yeah, so Galveston is so it's a city on an island. You
Interesting.
yeah, you take I-45 and you drive a bridge and you can see the entire bay. Like holy crap.
Interesting.
So yeah, once you get on the island, there's yeah the Pleasure Pier, which is basically Houston's Santa Monica Pier. So yeah, there's a beach. You got the Pleasure Pier. There's Moody Gardens, which is like it's an amusement park with like three pyramids. With like
Interesting.
yeah, there's like an aquarium pyramid, a rainforest pyramid, and a discovery pyramid. Which like it's like all based around science and stuff. Yeah.
Um, what other cities have you been to?
Let's see. I've been to San Antonio.
If
San Antonio is also a pretty cool city.
hmm, um, can we get out of Texas? I want to know where other cities you've been to in different states.
Let's see. So in other states,
Yep.
let's see. I don't know. I feel like I've driven like through a couple of cities, but like if we're gonna include those, then we're gonna do I've been in Cincinnati.
How was
So we got
that?
Cincinnati. Cincinnati's a pretty cool city. Like driving by, you can see the bridge. You can see nearby Covington on the other side in Kentucky. It's pretty cool. We got where else? I haven't been to New Orleans yet, but like I went there on a layover.
I'm gonna go to New Orleans one of these years.
One of these years, I'm also gonna go to New Orleans.
Yep.
Ooh, this is a good one to mention. Tampa, Tampa, Florida.
I've been there, I think.
Well, just the general Tampa Bay area I've been to, because like, well, I know that place like really well. I've been there multiple times.
Hmm. What's your thoughts on it?
I really like it. Honestly, I honestly considered moving there.
Why do you want to live in Florida?
I don't know. It's warm weather year round. I got my grandparents near me.
I would
I have
cry.
like lots of my family. Oh, lots of my family live in Florida.
I would cry.
Ah,
But yeah.
you're also
Uh,
not too far from the beach as well.
yeah, the one thing I do miss is good seafood, man.
Ooh.
We're landlocked.
Oh yeah. I think Ohio's technically a landlocked country since it borders a lake and not a ocean.
Country! You said Ohio was a country!
Wait, did I say that?
Yes!
Oh my god. I meant to say I I keep thinking because every time I hear landlocked, I always think of countries.
Yeah.
I meant to say a landlocked state.
That's fair. Do you like to be in a landlocked state or not in a landlocked state better?
I don't know. I don't think I would like to be in a landlocked state. I mean, like I want to be at least an hour away from water,
Oh. Technically,
which is my current situation.
no matter where you would be at least an hour less than an hour away from water because you could because I would hope you would at least have a sink at least an hour away. Not at least, but you get the point. So I have plenty of access to water. It's just not beach water.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
But yeah, so you say you don't want to live less than an or more than an hour away from the beach.
I mean, for the most part, like I honestly wouldn't mind living in a like on a slightly more inland place like Pittsburgh or San Antonio, but like yeah.
But yeah, also, why do you want to visit Grand Junction so badly?
I don't know. I just gotta visit every city in every city in the United States apparently.
But why specifically? But yeah, um, how do you think you're gonna visit the rest of the 50 states? Are you gonna like
um,
just drive
I
through
know.
all of them?
I know my parents want to get an RV and travel just across all of the states.
That's fair. What would you guys do in each state?
We'd find something. I know
That's
every
good.
state has something.
That's good. But yeah, I feel like there's two types of people who want to travel, which is the people who want to go ahead and do luxury travel all the time, and then you've got the people who just want to experience everywhere
Yeah,
um at
that's
least
me.
once. But yeah, um what's your thoughts on hotels?
It depends on where I stay.
That's fair.
Like
I,
I know sometimes we'll just rent out like a cheap motel. Like if we're have to be there real quick.
yeah, I
But
have a
some
hard
like yeah.
I have a hard time sleeping in hotels because it's like unfamiliar.
Mhm.
But
I'm
yeah,
a little used to it.
can yeah. I was gonna say continue, but yeah. What other things have we not mentioned that you want to mention?
Let's see. I know we've talked about so much of the U.S. We haven't talked about Alaska or Hawaii.
Have you been to Alaska or Hawaii?
Sadly, no. But my parents have. My parents have been to Hawaii.
Oh, yeah. I won't let you talk about it because you weren't personally there.
But yeah, I definitely do want to get to Alaska and Hawaii.
I've been to Alaska.
Which part of Alaska?
All over since I was on a cruise.
Ooh.
Which, I will say this. the whole who you travel with is definitely a big part of how things are gonna go.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah. Um.
So like, the thing I like to thing I heard is that you gotta specify when it comes to Alaska. You're going to Alaska or you're going to Alaska, Alaska.
Yeah. Here. Sorry about that. I accidentally pressed a button. Can I still hear
uh
me? Okay. Yes.
yeah.
Can the stream still hear me? I think
Oh,
so. Anyways, continue.
so like I was saying, there's Alaska and then there's Alaska, Alaska. So like you got Alaska, like the regular cities, like Juneau, Anchorage, Fairbanks. But then there's Alaska, Alaska, like the wilderness, the snowy mountains, the northern lights, like all of that.
Think you'd ever want to live in Alaska or no?
Too far away.
I
So
would.
we didn't stay in Philadelphia for most of the time. We stayed in.
I
Looks like
would.
its own like freaking little.
I would go ahead
I
and
I did consider Juneau at one point, but like I realized how far away I'd be from everybody else.
I would just because of how cold it is.
Hmm.
I don't like the heat. I think
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, I've already told you multiple times how I have sensory issues with
Yeah.
cold.
Then you wouldn't like the
But
Sun Belt.
yeah, I think that's obvious. I think that's
Yeah,
obvious.
and like whenever it does get cold down here, like even in like 50-degree weather, you'll see people in freaking winter coats.
Oh. Yeah. Um, I wouldn't be a fan. Oh wait, of the heat, but yeah. Um,
Yeah.
is there any place in the world you don't want to visit?
That I don't want to visit. I don't know. I guess this is any place that's just unsafe. I guess.
For me, that'd be the Middle East. For you, I think, you would be safe
Honestly, probably North
almost.
Korea.
Yeah, I feel like was gonna say, almost everywhere. You would be safe almost everywhere. Me, not so much. But yeah. Um, is there anything else that you were burning to talk about before the show ended?
Um, let's see. I know I wanted to visit Canada.
I've been to Canada, but only for like a night because of the cruise.
Okay.
I want to be back. I want to go back. I actually want to live in Canada.
Canada's like that one U.S. neighbor that's like they're chill.
Yeah.
like
Canada Canada is more
yeah,
chill than the States in my opinion.
that's understandable.
But
Like
yeah.
probably the one I want to visit the most, like Canadian city, is Vancouver, because like not only does it seem like a really cool city, but like I just hear Vancouver Velocity from Mario Kart and like dang,
Okay.
this city's
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, I am not yeah, man. I feel like with me, I feel like if I've seen one city, I've seen them all.
Mm.
It's just like it seems like there's too many people in like a small ass area. I just
Oh,
don't
I mean
get
that's
I
kind of just every city, isn't it?
I just feel like I just do not get why people like cities.
I mean you just got to be the right type of person
And I'm
to like a
not.
city.
And I'm not. But yeah. Um have you been think you'd ever want to visit Kansas, or is there not enough to do other than you're like wanting to visit all 50 states?
I'd find something to do with Kansas.
Yeah.
You got Wichita, you got Topeka. Can't even think of anything else.
But yeah, is there anything else you were burning to talk about before like the show ended? Before the show ends?
Yeah, it's probably my favorite trip of all time, which was which is the cruise that I went on last year.
Ooh, how was that?
Overall, it was great.
What made it so
So,
great?
I don't know. I just like the feeling of like just going outside, like going into like the sea, seeing like I don't know, just being on a like cruise ship, just like it's just so cool to me.
What is so cool about it?
Like I guess like how much there is to do on the cruise ship while you're on the sea, and then going up to the higher decks and just seeing like having a good time, looking out and seeing distant islands. Like I remember on the way back, we saw Cuba and Haiti. Like, yeah,
That's good. I personally have been on a cruise ship before, and I would say I would go again, but not with the people I was with.
okay.
But yeah. Um
If you're curious, we went to Aruba, Curacao, and Bonaire.
Ooh, how was that?
Great. It was really cool seeing these little islands and like how different they are from each other. Yet they're all part of the same country, the Netherlands.
Oh, nice.
Did you know Curacao has the Oh yeah?
I would so visit the Netherlands. I've met someone from the Netherlands, but they came over here.
Okay. You know, Curacao has the largest bridge in the Caribbean. Yeah, I didn't know that till we went on the bridge and we were like, oh my gosh, you can see both sides of the island, like both coasts.
Interesting. What's your thoughts on bridges?
Bridges? I like bridges, I guess.
That's good.
I know the one in Florida means a lot to me. The Sunshine Skyway Bridge. It's like 4 to 5 miles long, and it spans like
Wow.
it takes you from the south end all the way to the north end, which is like St. Petersburg, and you can just see the entire freaking bay. You can see like in clear weather conditions, you can see the skyline of Tampa.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tampa, yeah. You seem to mention Tampa a lot.
I mean, that's because we go to Florida every year, like almost every year,
Okay. That's
and
good.
that's often where we stay, like around the Tampa area.
I last time I was in Florida, um, what did we do? I visited like friends or like my parents' friends. Like I have some friends in Florida, but yeah.
Okay.
Um, but um, sorry, I'm hungry now. um, but yeah, is there anything else that you wanted to talk about? Like, I know you've been like excited for to be on the show, so that's why I'm wanting to make sure that you talk about everything you
Yeah.
wanted to with this episode.
Let's see. I remember. I guess there's some also really cool oddities about like the interstate system that I wanted to share. Like going on these trips. So if you're going on I-77, like south of Charleston, West Virginia, and once you reach like Wytheville in Virginia, there's this section of the interstate that fuses with I-81, and you're going north I-81 and south I-77 at the same time.
Think you'd ever want to visit the Continental Divide?
For sure. Like, it'd be like it's just so cool to me. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like you would want to go ahead and just travel all the way across the mountains. Is that true?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like would
Mountains
you
are like some of my favorite landforms.
would you want to see like a South Park where the TV show originated?
Oh yeah, for sure.
just so you know there's just so you know there's not much to see.
uh,
But yeah. Think you'll do more travel stuff on your channel?
on my channel, maybe I kind of do. Like, I kind of do want to mention some of the stuff.
Go ahead and mention it then. Wait, oh, I thought you were. Oh, you're talking
Oh
about like
yeah, yeah. I was talking about
mention.
like mention it like later down the line.
Okay, that's good. Think you'd ever record stuff for the channel while you're at the place or no? Or you're
Probably
not much
not,
of
considering
vlogging?
like I'm not much of a vlogger.
Me neither. But yeah. Um.
I guess after the stream, I could show you some of my plans because I know I've talked about them before. I just haven't shown them in detail.
Okay. But yeah. Do you have any? All right, I'm gonna do closing announcements now because I really want to order pizza.
Okay.
And then I'll go ahead and I have like a lot of viral obligation stuff to do, but we can go ahead and chill for a little bit.
Yeah.
As far as closing announcements for me is at this point I am going to just as far as like the channel goes, I'm gonna just do like the shows until like the end of the season, and then I'm gonna start with like with my channel. I'm gonna start like with my 2023 was that year video, and then I'm gonna go ahead and continue on from there. I feel like um I'm just gonna prepare for 2024 and just um basically be like it call it like other than the shows, I'm gonna call it over for the channel for 2023 just because of how things have been going. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do the what happened video, but I want to make sure I'm comfortable doing it first because there was just so much. Um, but yeah, and I'm also describing it in a way that like people would want to watch it and whatnot. So yeah. Um. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a video on that eventually when I feel comfortable too. And yeah. I got Inktober done, which I know it should have been like 2 months ago, but you know, life happens. But yeah, my New Year's resolution for 2024 is probably going to be to get my upload schedule back. What is your closing announcements for your channel?
So let's see. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get Fast 8B Part 2 done before this new upcoming animation, so I'm probably gonna focus on this upcoming animation as soon as possible, so that way I'll have enough time to work on Fast 8B Part 2 and get that out.
That's good. Do you have an outro?
I don't really have an outro.
Dude, this is the third time I've asked you this. You still don't
I
have
mean,
an outro.
I mean, I I guess I just always said, like, in my old gaming videos, I always just say, goodbye.
Goodbye. Yeah. It would be funny if someone were to go ahead and just steal my outro.
Oh.
And then I'd be like, okay, I guess I don't have one now. But it hasn't happened, so you know. I just found this soundboard button, which I do not like the soundboards, so I'm not gonna use them. Anyways, I'm gonna say my outro. I platonically love you, my donut batch, and see you in the future to come. Bye!